Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Um, it's game day. It's game day, and I'm getting ready to do about an 8 hour long live stream because that's what I do on my main channel because I am a sports blogger on YouTube, and I've done well with YouTube. And so, one of the things I'm trying to do is give back and give people no bullshit, the real deal as far as what I do, how I've been doing it, and so on. I'm not going to try and sell you, a YouTube tips and how you can make it and go viral right now, because the reality of it is you don't know what's going to go viral and what is. To give you an example, this channel has been going since really about 2019 when my first channel was shut down. And if I go back through the top videos that I have, the number one would be, or number one and number two are actually halftime shows that are recorded live at Super Bowls. Shakira and J-Lo was the number one, which has got about 1 million views on it. And I've got some that have several 100,000 views on them. So Michael Irvin, when he was, his whole drama where he was falsely accused of something, we don't know exactly what, and those have like 250,000 views on those. Excuse me, hot sauce, woo. But interestingly enough, I think the number 5 video in videos that I've done makes no sense at all, because even though that channel is about the Cowboys and sports, the number 5 video on that channel that is actually an evergreen video was me working on my front porch roof and replacing the shingles because I had some nail holes in there. So I had some rotted subflooring in it. Roof sheathing. And I'm just up there pulling off the shingles and putting it back together. That video right there has about 200,000 views on it on a sports channel. And it literally every month continues to make money. It makes like $30 a month. Go figure. And there's no way that I could go through here. I mean, it's made a couple of $1,000s for that video, which is great. But if we're talking about trying to replicate that, I don't know. I don't know how I get another video to do that. I've literally gone to Drew Pearson's Hall of Fame after party and had the who's who of the Dallas Cowboys there, from Drew Pearson, of course, to Tony Dorsett, to Bob Lilly and Rayfield Wright, who's no longer with us, and Charles Haley and Michael Irvin. And you would think that that would be a video that would go viral. Yet, it never did. Let me go check the chicken wings. I'll be back in 1 second. That video only has a couple thousand views on it. So to think that there's a science to YouTube where you can just, jump on YouTube and instantly you're going to be a star, I wish it were that easy. When I see people do videos that say, if you're tired of being in your mama's basement, get to YouTube right now. Because people think that, I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm just going to pop up a channel and I'm going to get monetized. I'm going to make a whole bunch of money. And I'm going to be able to live on Easy Street. So I want to give you what they don't give you on YouTube. I'm going to give you actually a rough calculation. See, I'm a numbers guy. I love math, which is why I can build all these cabinets and things in here, because I can see the numbers in my head. But let's say you work a job currently now, a full-time job, at $10 an hour, right? So if you work 8 hours a day, that's roughly $80, which is a good number to actually work with. Some of you may make more an hour, you may make less. But if you work a 40-hour week, what you're saying that you have to make a day is $80. How do we get to $80? Now, there's the CPM, which is what the ad revenue is paid to YouTube, but of course YouTube takes their cut. So they're taking like 40%. And if you join one of those multi networks, they're going to take about another 30%. So then you're left with only about 30% of that CPM. RPM is what you actually get paid per 1,000 videos. And that can vary. If you're a gaming channel, you're not making a whole lot. You might be making $2 for every 1,000. If you are a real estate or a financial one, you might be making $30 or $40 dollars for every 1,000 views. It varies. And it will vary in time of year. And what's crazy is usually my CPM is highest from August through to the end of the year. But something was crazy was I had a lot of views this past week when I was in Dallas. My my RPM is usually around $8 to $9 for every 1,000, which is not bad at all, which is great. If you can get 8 or 9 or more, you're doing fantastic. But here's the thing that was kind of crazy, because I was having tons and tons of views while I was in Dallas, but my RPM dropped to like $5 and something for a week. So I was having more views, but I was actually bringing in less money. And that's something that you don't have control over. But hypothetically, let's say you are getting a RPM of $8 per 1,000. That means you got to make $80 a day, which means you need 10,000 views a day. Now, if you get 10,000 views a day, here's where it's a little bit different, because your regular job, you probably work 5 days a week. So you've got 2 extra days that you're putting out content, but it's still a job. So potentially you have 7 days at $80. Before taxes, that's $560 a week. Or, put it another way, that would be $2,320 a month. $2,320 a month. So that comes out to, let's see, 2,300, that's under 30,000 a year for doing YouTube, if you can do 10,000 views a day. Now let's say, now for me, it's a little different because my content typically is not evergreen. It's basically first couple of hours and it's done. So I literally have, over 10,000 videos because I'm kind of like the update guy. Maybe you're a guy that does, I fix transmissions, which is good. It's evergreen, which means people will be watching it over and over and over again, which is a different situation than my own personally. Because sometimes you can be doing, videos on, the new phone that comes out, and all of a sudden you get millions of views, and then people keep coming back to that because they want to decide if they want to get it. Not the case on mine. Either way, you still have to produce about 10,000 views a day. And if you're doing that, and if you're only doing 2 videos a week, that means you need about 35,000 views per video. I'm not saying you can't do that, but in the time that I've been doing YouTube, and I have 134,000 subscribers, on average, my videos average about 3,500 views. If you divide it out for all those years, they average out to about 3,500 views per video. Not as easy as you think to make life-changing money. It's not to say that you can't. Hold on, let me go check the chicken. So, it's actually the next day. I ended up getting behind. See, what I do on my channels is I bust a hump. What I've learned is not about quitting my job, but incorporating my job into my video content. So, to give you an example, on Saturday, I had to do some brick repair work on this 200-year-old house. And you can't do it the way that you would normally do brickwork today. I was ordering and having delivered, we're doing a historic walkway where people are donating money to pay for bricks to help us raise the money for getting the house registered, which is close to $4,000. So as people order bricks, they're customized, and the delivery was set for Saturday, And so I did a live stream with the camera out just for waiting for the UPS guy. And while we were doing that, I went over and did work on the bricks. So we incorporated that into our live stream. Which was good about actually having a job or having experiences is being able to put out content. Because as much as people say, get out your mom's basement and start a YouTube channel, you gotta have something that people want to see. If you are just hanging in your mom's basement and doing nothing, what are you putting out for content? And as I was pointing out, if I average 3,500 videos a view per video, then that means I need to do 3 videos a day to get to my 10,000 threshold, and 10,000 views comes out to about 30,000 a year. I'm not sure that that's enough money to live on really comfortably as people think. You might think, well, what about shorts? I'll just do shorts. Those are easy. It's less than a minute or so. Well, here's the thing. I get paid right now, the RPM for my shorts is higher than it started out. It started out around 10 cents when shorts became a thing and they started monetizing it on the last go round. I'm up to 38 cents per 1,000 views. So 1 million views would be worth $380. That sounds great. But when you think that my channel, all of my shorts put together are $1.2 million. 1.2 million views. Not saying that you can't make a lot of money on YouTube. I just want you not to have unrealistic expectation. You shouldn't just walk into work one day and say, I'm out of here, kiss my ass and give me my cash because I'm quitting to start a YouTube channel. Because there's a lot of variables that consistency, you can be making some months tons of money, have the same views that next month, and end up with half the money. And if you're relying solely on YouTube as your income stream, yeah, you're going to have a rude awakening. But I don't mean to disappoint you. Not at all. But you don't want to go into something blind and believing that all I have to do is start a YouTube channel and I'm going to be rich. Be prepared for disappointment and a whole lot of work because it too is a job. Got my coffee, get my morning video on, then I got to hit the road to my day job.